Chat's calling, grab your mug and settle in. We're unwrapping cases, rumors, filings, all the mess these folks get in. Lights are twinkling, drama sprinkling, same chaos, extra shine. It's a holiday hangout, so come on in and hit go live. Cozy blanket, court romantic, somehow both at once again. Every dot drop feels like Christmas when the tea comes rolling in. Chats laughing, mods are clapping, trying not to lose the plot. But if the filings go sideways, hey, at least the coat goes hot. Wrap the week up like a present, tie a bow on all the hype. If the judge says something spicy, we'll pretend that it was nice. From the chaos to the comfort, from the hearings to the cheer. Pull up close, the stream is starting, it's our weird little time of year. It's a Christmas stream where the tea is warm and the kisses screen lights are bright. Chats in the zone, hit that play or not alone. It's a Baker Christmas stream where the tea is warm and the kisses screen lights are bright. Chats in the zone, hit that play or not alone.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what, if any, you might be. And thank you so much, tons of fun for celebrating 9 months, that's a baby, being a proud cream pie. Is this because of the slapathon? Crazy Amy, no, this is not because of the slapathon. This is, sadly, I have been outed. All of you ladies know this already because je suis une crêpe, not a pancake, but a creep. And I didn't know about it, that I had these compulsive behaviors, but apparently I am a very, very naughty baker. And I might need to be getting a little bit of discipline. I'm just saying. So let's just jump into it, find out how bad. Hey, Jamester, how are you doing? Let's just, you already know it, so there's no beating around the bush. And that's not a euphemism, because that'll just get me in more trouble with my degeneracy. But it's one of those things, when, thank you, T42, Smacks. How can you put Smacks in your title? It's one of those things when you get to a certain size as a YouTuber, you start to think that, these ladies really dig the old fatto. And then you might, thank you. Yeah, I really like the burgundy. People have said red is my color. Maybe it's because I'm a commie. Hey, little D. Well, I was perusing the Twittwat as I normally do. And I came over this weirdo popped up in my timeline, Lara Yep. There's a reason that Melanie Little is not a part of the real attorney community. She's been ostracized out of and is stuck in this dumpster fire for a reason. If you want real legal definition, go to the real attorneys. Melanie's here to sell a narrative for a psychopath. By that, I, of course, jumped to the instant conclusion. This person must have been one of those weirdo aunties that we all know and love, who will attack anyone who have been pro Karen Reed. Okay. Isn't it called X-Talk now? No, it's called Twitwat. I made that name. Then I, of course, because I'm such a nice person, I said, why doesn't any lawyer ever support your side's insane view on reality? Because I thought this was one of these antis. I don't know, another burner account for one of the weirdos. But what I didn't know was this person had been keeping tabs on the good old Baker. Because you know it. Hey, Sebastian. Hey, Dodo. And Killer Jolly. And of course, my good friend, the sandwich. But this person has kept their eye on Baker. I try to pass it off as I'm this gentle Santa-like creature. Ho, ho, ho. But in reality, I am a Smex pest looking for those ho, ho, ho's. And then it came out. Because they don't play in this playground. I already know your future, lol. Melanie Little will eventually be reading your court docs, sir. Lol. Have you sent any of those real attorneys your nudes? You admitted you're a predator, sir. On YouTube, 200 to 300 women. Whew. I forgot I did all of that. I forgot that I am and has always been a massive sex pest. Jamie can attest to this. Farrell can attest to this. Farrell is one of my first female followers. And I won't say it's every day, but at least 4 to 5 times every day. They have been, through the last 4 years, been getting my nudes. Because it's compulsive at this point. I just can't help it. Thank you, Farrell. Could you please stop sending them back and say, try do it on a warm place? It really isn't good for me. It's become a compulsion for me. I don't even think about it. So I just, every time I see a female name on Twitter, I shoot some of them. Some of them I've done a little bit more. I did some landscaping. I put on the googly eyes. It's Christmas right now, so the pictures you'll be getting are with a little Santa hat, just because, hey, let's keep it festive. It's playful. It's festive. We can have some fun. And I then replied, because I didn't know they had the deeds on me. Lol, you're absolute idiot. Oh, of course, it's my fault. Lol, is that live still up? Let me guess, that wasn't you, or you were talking about someone else. You are a prime example of the type of person who's left. Keep trying to avoid it. And that's when it struck me. Oh my God, this is not an anti-Karen Reed person. Yes, ABG, always be grifting. You can buy the merch in my merch store. This isn't an anti-Karen Reed person. This is an anti-Aiden Carney person. New thing, the cool people. What the hell did I do there? The cool people now hates Aiden Carney. And you get more burner accounts by people who used to follow you, or who used to stream with you, or who you used to think were not insane. And now they are all building all these burner accounts. And well, again, I'm working through the lists. I'm just so, ladies, please follow me on Twitter, and I will get to you at some point. Yeah, it took off quite quickly. Can you say boobies? I love it when you say it, boobies. And of course, when I talk about boobies, I talk about the blue-legged bird. No, Janelle, don't hate the Twittwat. There's something in your inbox. Just go check it. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you for being here today. This will then be your last stream with me. Laurie, again, check inboxes. And Sue, they found out my compulsion to send nudes to women on Twittwat. Yeah, don't hate the Twittwat, hate the players. And then I was thinking, oh my God, this is an idiot. Let's have some fun. So they will probably do a stream later talking about how horrible I am. Because you know these people, they will do something about it. They will take all of this out of content. Yes, I sent all of my nudes to Jessica Bacon. And everyone is just, Thank you, Beth. But again, I thought, what the hell are they talking about? So I went with, sure, I did that 2-hour special, DMs and DPICs, talking about how I was texting everyone. It's still up because I thought this must be a joke. I don't know what's going on, but it's some crazy anti-Aiden person who will do this just to try, and because I have been a little more vocal on being on Aiden's side in all of this pylon that's going on. So they will, of course, be attacking me now, and that's fine. I have these childbearing hips. I can take a little punch. So I tried to make a little fun of it and thought, what the hell are they talking about? Hey, Cowbell, we are figuring out how I am a nasty person. Why do people feel the need to comment about streamers? If I don't like the vibe of a stream, I just don't watch. No difficult decision. Lorraine, because want it or not, we are in a battle. We are in a battle for a narrative. And you might have watched yesterday, there was Aiden had his normal Saturday night Smex Club. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday that Smex Club. He had his normal Saturday show. And at the same time, a person chose to do a Spaces talking about how bad Aiden was. And another creator then chose to stream that live without commentary, just again to attack Aiden, because Aiden is now enemy number one. And because I have been vocal in my support for Aiden, I am enemy number 72,500, but I'm on the list. Yes, I finally made a list. But then I went on, I screenshotted it because I thought this is so stupid, they're going to take it down. And I said, JFK Jr., you have to do something about mental health. I can show what I said. Let me just see if I can find my own reply. That would be cool. So yeah, so I got a little flabbergasted. I don't need Grok to tell me my own post, you stupid computer. So I said, sorry, what? JFK Jr. needs to fix your mental health crisis in the US. This woman needs supervision and figuring out how international laws work, different justice systems, sunshine laws in Denmark, and probably how to walk and chew gum at the same time. Again, I still believed at this point this was someone who was just going cray cray. But they then replies, not to my post, but on their own wall, that's a mental health crisis, sir. You could be sending pictures to children. No, I can't, because you have to be 18 or above to be on Twittwat. Your opinion means absolutely nothing to me. After apparently watching my streams to know that I have talked about sending nudes to 200 to 300 people, this person absolutely don't care about it. I'm creeped out by you even being on my page. Well, most women have that when I get close to them. I'm really happy the Melanie Little and Turtle Boy support you because you align with their BS. I'm not sure that's a real sentence, and you don't need two hashtags in front of Melanie Little, and you could just add Turtle Boy, because then Turtle Boy's viewers will see it in their feed and you will get more interaction on that. We call him Bobby Kennedy because it's JFK Jr., but that's fine. I knew what you meant. Bobby Kennedy was the guy who drove into a river, right? I don't know. Then I said, lol, you need help. You are sending nudes to women who have told you not to send them. Everyone who has been speaking truth needs help. What? I'll take it. I'll take it. Will she take help or will she take my nudes? I don't understand what she's taking. But jokes are like dicks. You have to learn to take them. If you're not crazy, I'll be crazy all day, every day. I don't know how you have a single sub. Me and you both. I don't understand why anyone is watching all of my insane ramblings. But yeah, this person is fine. Don't tempt me with a good time. She'll take that baguette. Probably, yes. She will be lining up for the slapathon. Then I, of course, asked because as I still was, this is going good today. I was a little flabbergasted about what the hell, who this person was, because I thought it was one of the idiots who hang out with, I don't know, Twisted Tragedies or those people, where IQs have to be lower than shoe numbers to go in that club. And then it turned out, no, it's one of those people who hate Aiden Carney, and that's absolutely fine because hey, I'll make content out of you anyways. So I was like, what the hell's going on? And Bumbling Jess then said, do you remember you had that stream where you talked about DMs? And I was, no. And it's actually a video I had, I think it's like 2 months ago, with all the DMs flying around. I made a parody video talking about all of my DMs that I was sharing with everyone. And I thought, do they remember the last words I say? To the idiots in the back, this is a fucking joke. So again, you're sitting here thinking, what the hell's going on with these people? They really need to get a hobby. It's but then we did a little more digging, and Lara, who runs by the name the Chauffeur X, which means the 10th driver, I don't know what that means, went in there and came out and said they of course had a screenshot from when the first 3 followers this account had. And let me tell you, my gaps was flabbered. I I might even have been absolutely flabbered. I don't even know if I can put in words when I saw the names that followed this account as the first 3. I don't know if you see any names that you recognize anywhere, but yeah, I really don't. I'm I didn't until 2 days ago. I I thought me and the Young Turks were friends. Meredith blocked me when she did her first live. I've never said anything bad about her, other than I thought it was low that she shared a man on his lowest day. But funny, those people are following an account like this. But I did some more digging because there's this fun trend right now. I can spot a psychopath from a mile away. This means you have pretty good eyesight. Member since November 2025. Of course, a new account. It already has 106 followers. No, 40 followers and 106 followers that they follow. And then you think, oh, someone you know, I know 2 of them. And then you go in and look. MLF Pink Lady. She's kind of become a household name right now on the spaces. Mama Latima, if anyone knows that name. My girl, the only woman I would send solicited nudes to, not unsolicited. Twisted Tragedies. If she puts it on the wish list, I might be tempted. Lydia, yeah. Big Red. And then you just go down, 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 down. And of course, the award winning We Freed Can Read OG, because that's who is the real OG of the Free Karen Read movement. The man, the myth, the legend himself is now slumming it not only with Twisted Tragedies, but also with the Crazy Llama and Big Red. Show me your friends, and then American has something they say about that. I Why are the same people always the first to follow these accounts? I know Aiden talked. I think Aiden talked about it last night. That Emily C should do because she's really great at making things visual. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I can't even figure out spaces. Maybe we should do a spaces tonight. My mods hate it when I do that. Maybe we should do that just to get Marissa yelling at me. But why are they always the first to follow all of these new burner accounts? Isn't that wonderful? He forgot to list most improved wrestler in 1988. Yeah, that's why I will. I know I talked about it yesterday this morning that I wanted to come to Massachusetts. When I found out 1988's most improved wrestler is on the prowl, and we know he called Aiden to the streets. With these new developments, I have decided that Massachusetts will be too dangerous for me to go to, because when you learn your basics in a different millennia, it's like riding a bike. Once you get her across the up against the fridge, you will start banging. I mean, oh, that was the town bike. I mean, once you get back on the bike, you can ride it again. And as soon as you get into the wrestle stands, you'll be ready. And I'm just too I'm too scared. I'm too scared. I can stay with you, Tom. Thank you so much. Um, but can I borrow a 7-iron because I need some personal protection if these people are after me? It sucks here, don't come. Well, then I'm going to save those monies. Could someone else be able to post on the baker's name, especially someone with computer knowledge? No, and no one has posted anything. I did a joke video about DMs because it came out that I can't remember. It was something about Aiden had maybe wrote a lady, "Hey, nice booblies," and there was so much pearl clutching that the Catholic Church made an extra billion just to sell new uh, prayer beads. Because remember, he's such a horrible person. It's absolutely not because you are a little bit jealous that you are not the one who has the cojones to tweet him first and say, "Hey, buddy." But I made a video where I made a joke and said that I was so sorry that I had done all of that. And I clearly states both, I believe both in the description and in the video, it's a joke. But they will of course play it and take it out of context and because let us be honest, I'm done playing nice. These people are idiots. These people are horrendous people. These people destroyed the community because they got jealous. They were low talent, easy manipulated people. I don't know how much Karen wanted Aiden to be out of the picture. I have an idea she probably isn't too fond of him, but I don't think she's stupid enough that she wants the backlash that they have gotten now. Look at the fundraiser. But these people saw a chance. They took a shot at the king and they missed. And then they're trying to get the rest of us. They want all of us to look at how they've treated the Declarer. Look at how they've cheated. They're gonna come for me now, and that's fine. Again, I have wide hips. I'll survive. It's not the first battle I've been in. It's not the first time I've combated idiots. It's gonna be the first fun time on Twittwat. But again, these are sad, small people. That's the reality. They are jealous. They want to be cool. All of the ones who are right now riding and dying together will backstab each other. If Aiden disappeared tomorrow, they would then backstab each other because there's no friends. There's no colleagues. There's only how do I get money? And if that's why you're streaming, then you're doing it wrong. They are so upset that Aiden can make money doing what he does. Aiden is good at what he's doing. And they're so jealous. They want the fame. They want you in their DMs because I bet you all of these players are jealous that Aiden, even though Aiden, keep your dick in your trousers, even though he should keep it in his trousers, he's still getting offers. And all of these guys wish it was them. And all of these ladies that are so absolutely insane, I think they wish deep down that they were married or cartoony and had the balls to say, "Hey, daddy, my fridge need a good repairing. I think its motor needs to be knocked back in action. Can you come help me?" But they don't have the balls to do it. So, oh, let's play holier than thou and say, "Oh, he says cunt." I have never. Are you not from Massachusetts? I thought cunt was what you said to your mom on a good morning. But all of a sudden, oh, no, no, we are good Catholics who go to Mass 3 times a day. In reality, it's just repression. and I'll make fun of it. I think it's funny. I think they're losers. They should probably find another hobby. That's why Crazy Amy will then be making the baguette line of the Baker series. Oh, hey, Crazy Amy. I wasn't attacking you. You had the balls. Anti-Turtle Boy crowd. It's only okay when we do it. Exactly. Not really. Already had my cartoonies and Merediths. You learn from experience to avoid them. Yes, you learn from your experience, but also sometimes you want to have fun because girls just want to have fun. And no harm, no foul. Don't make babies. Don't make promises, and enjoy the fun and banter because we are all adults. And if someone wants to send a DM and say, "Hey Baker, why the hell are your glasses crooked and why am I in your DMs? I must have hit the wrong account." I'll say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Maybe I'll give you a well, because we are all grown-ups. We are allowed to do things. Don't go around cheating on your wife or your husband and all of that crapiola. But if you want to feel a little alive and you're sitting in, I don't know, Snuskatouche, Canada, and you really like the way the Clara smiles, well, shoot him a DM and say, "Hey, buddy, the best thing the worst thing that could happen is saying, hey, and you don't get anything. But if you want to try it, want to feel a little alive, we are all of an advanced age. I'm 27, for God's sake. No harm, no foul. Age appropriate and consenting adults can have a little fun. Thank you, Mad96 2011. I wonder what your real name is. I hate this name bug. Thank you for becoming a member. Matt P. Massholes everywhere I look, Baker. Yeah, Tom. I'm bringing binoculars and I'm just gonna sit in a corner and look at people because the wildlife in Massachusetts seems crazy. Holly Mac, thank you. Here, you creep. Thank you so much for keeping the creep train rolling. They're going crazy because the case is falling apart. I actually think you're right that they were hoping now that Karen got the not guilty, that they would just go balls to the wall and try and get Aiden put back in prison, and then he would go away and they could take over. But the Commonwealth's case is so bad, and they can't do anything. Go back. Well, you can't go back because we don't have a time machine. But if you had a time machine, go back to Friday and see who didn't stream Aiden's hearing. You can have all the opinions you want. I have covered Adam Montgomery, the most despicable human being I thought I ever knew, until I covered a guy in Tennessee, I can't remember his name, who killed his 1-day-old kid. I cover that because that's what my channel does. We cover cases, we do funny videos, we build Lego, we bake, we have fun, but we do cover cases as well. And I will cover cases of people I despise more than anything, because that's what my channel is about. And I have an audience who will join me to see it. So I don't understand why people would throw away views just because they don't like the person who's in court. That would be the same after reading Higgins' text and saying, I really don't like the Karen Reed I see in the texts. I'm going to stop covering the trial. Fuck if she's guilty. Noah would never ever do that because it was about a trial. It's not about a person. That's what they don't understand. Well, that ship has sailed. It's not going to happen. Thank you, Annie2510, for becoming a member. We have to deal with the bitter cold. Of course, we're crazy. Well, then go into someone's consenting adults. Don't start with a D pic. Go in and say, well, and then maybe you can get someone who will pretend to be your body pillow tonight, and maybe whisper in your ears all the sweet things that they want to do to you when it's hot enough that you can take your pillow off. Your pillow? Why would you take your pillow off when it's hot? Baker, you're an idiot. There's a reason why you're a virgin. Yes, there is. Ask YouTube. They don't like me today. Why haven't you seen any evidence of this? Well, as I said, I'm working through the list. I have my reoccurring Jamie, Farrell, my mods. That's how I pay my mods. Marissa constantly sends them back and say, I'm going to tell my husband. And I said, yeah, he likes to look as well. And then her husband sends me pictures back, and then I cry. It's not about the size of the boat. It's the fight in the tiger. Yeah. Sarcasm is our state language. Yeah, and that's the big old problem. These people don't understand sarcasm. They should have cool pillow for sure. I've never had any of those. Sounds fancy, but we don't sleep with the same type of duvets and stuff like you all do over there. We have different stuff. Have I not been around long enough to deserve the DMs? Again, it's a work in progress. I only go through 200, 300 pictures a day. I'm gonna reach the end of Twitwat at some point. You can't have Cash App outside of America, but don't think about it. You don't have to send me any money. I'm very appreciative of the thought. Donate to Aiden's defense fund, Kelsey Fitzsimmons' defense fund. I know Jimmy is trying to help some kittens. Go donate to that instead of. Don't worry about me. I will be absolutely fine. I live in Michigan and it gets cold here also, and I don't think Michigan is as crazy as Massachusetts. Lorraine, yes. The creep will creep in as you age. What's that? It's just me. Oh. My poor daughter, she is the sweetest person. If you get to know her, I say if because she's a really loud talker. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are loud. It's all about the grifting. Now that the trial is over, people have to come up with something new to get views when they depend. There's no follow-up. There's no follow-up. Revolut is my favorite. What's Revolut? I don't know. I don't know anything. My daughter and I want an IKEA to open near us so we can try the meatballs. I have never and will never try an IKEA meatball because it's Swedish and it's subpar. You should instead have a Danish frikadelle. Way better meatball, way more tasty, and anything produced in Sweden should not come in contact with your skin or your mouth. I'm pretty sure everything they make is poisonous because they want to destroy the world. I don't have any proof of it. It's just my personal opinion. Thank you, Amber LMT, for becoming a member. I never eat. Well, I had a hot dog at IKEA once, and that was a big mistake. But they cost like $10, so that's a $2 hot dog. That's a good price in Denmark. Of course, I'm reading the comments. I have to fill out some time because I want to keep you here and then send you over to Massa, because Massa is also raising money for Kelsey Fitzsimmons, and he is having not only brother council but a lineup of amazing guests as always. And Massa is one of the good guys. He has stayed out of all of the troubles, all of the drama, and is just chugging along trying to get justice for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. And I am very honored that he has asked me to join him a few times. And he's a good egg. Do you really hate lingonberries? What about brown cheese? I got hooked in the spring and gained 10 pounds. Lingonberries, I don't think I've ever tried it. It's not really. It's not something we use. That's Swedish and Norwegian. Brown cheese is. I like it, but you have, as you said, you need to. You need to get used to it, because it has this weird caramelly flavor that you don't expect for cheese, from a cheese. I love that instead of getting nudes, I am getting cookie pictures. No, not that type of cookie. Real cookies. That's so nice. Massa has a great heart. He's one of the good eggs. You have to run through the zigzag shelves holding your meatballs. They have a pretty nice cafeteria, whatever you would call it. We have one in Odense. That's the big city on my island, and it doesn't. It's not that it looks bad. It's just I would rather, because you have Carl's Jr., Burger King, McDonald's right outside. I would rather have a Big Mac than I want to have their food. That's just, it's not for me. Don't you have Tyttebær in Denmark? Well, I don't. I've never been. I never eaten jam with anything. I know you'll eat it with like roast and stuff like that, but I've never liked that part. It's really not for me. I don't like that sweet things with my meat. I'm not that kind of guy. Holly Mac, you sent this already, didn't you? Did I jump back? Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, Holly Mac, one more time. I saw that before. Or did you send it again? I'm just making sure. No. Yes. I think I'm up to date. I don't know. It skipped backwards. And we don't do that. That's not for us. Have I found my new house? I looked at two houses yesterday, and one was a money pit, and the other one had potential. But I need someone who knows what it costs to fix things, because I have no idea. I can bake, I can paint, I can do stuff like that. I might be able to lay a floor and stuff like that. But the one I'm looking at, I've been told I jinxed it by putting pictures up of the other ones. But the one I'm looking at, I want to knock down a wall, and then there's like a sunroom that I want to turn into my studio. So I will have to insulate that, because we get cold in the winter and we get wet. So, but there's a real nice sunroom where you can overlook. There's this house and the backyard, and then you are out into the open fields. And apparently down there is a lot of deer and stuff like that running around. So I could just imagine taking my morning coffee, going out, doing a morning stream in the spring, and around 6 o'clock when the sun goes up. That's normally when I do my morning streams, and you can just sit here and chat, and then I can look past my screens and see all these does and stuff like that running around. But I need someone to get me an estimate, because there are fixes that needs to be done, but there's also a lot of upsides. But the idiot who lives with my daughter and my daughter will go out and take a look at it. It's kind of like using red kraut and sauerkraut. I don't like sauerkraut. Rødkål is a must. Got the Grinch Happy Meal the other day. I got green socks. We don't really use the Grinch. It's not a Danish thing. The pickle salt was a disappointment. It's the consistency of powdered sugar. That's not good. Baker and his Bambies. Yeah, that could be a show. And I'm thinking maybe I have a room enough that I can have like my studio there, and next to it I could have like my hot tub and do the hot tub streamings for my OnlyFans account. Well, it's especially at the price level I have, you will get. But when you have a new roof and every window except one has been changed from old wooden windows to plastic windows, so they'll last as long as the electric doesn't have to be totally rewired. And I'll have to get connected to another heating system because it has an oil furnace, and that's just too expensive. But there are options, and I need to find out if I can get internet. So, but they just reduced the price, and when he gave me the papers, he said, "Well, remember, up here we are always willing to make a deal." So I probably could get it at a reasonable price. And again, if the wall isn't one where you have to put like a support beam instead of it, I can knock that down with a hammer and a screw machine, screw power screwer. Power screwer. That's your nickname? No, it's not. That's why they call you a creep, because you call yourself the power screw. Yeah, yeah. Look who came sneaking in. Where did she go? Sorry, Miss Jessica, we started without you. Yes, last night it was you getting a hold of Jess Humpty Dumpty, and today she should have called you. Yeah, a drill, but with a screw bit on it, so you can. Yeah. Who will is really Svalbard? That's a question for Fedorowski. I am not great at Norwegian geography. A screwdriver or a power driver? Hmm. Well, a power screw sounds more interesting. You sound like me trying to talk about tools, except English is my native language. Yeah, one of those. Oh, a drill? Yeah, sure. Is Who Will based on an actual place? I just figured it was delusional in imagination. Well, they live in a snowflake. I don't know. What's a power driver? Apparently, it's an electric screwdriver. Yeah, I have a drill. I'll just call it a drill, but then you have different bits that you can use it for different things. Who Will from the Grinch, isn't it? I don't know if it's supposed to be Svalbard. That's Horton. I don't know. I've never read any of those things. We don't have Krampus. Krampus is German. German dot. No, German. What's the one in Holland? We don't have so many Hollanders here anymore. So yeah. Screw Machine was your nickname in college because you made an amazing screwdriver. which is a drink consisted of vodka and orange juice. I don't know. I live 2 blocks off a busy 4-lane street, and I've seen coyote, turkey, deer, woodchucks, rabbits, skunks, possums, raccoons, and turkey buzzards in my backyard. I'm thinking I might need a cat just to keep the mice away, but that's too many animals. Das ist German. Then you would have said Das ist Deutsch. Come on now. I always use power driver for short, usually with the gesture of give me that effing MacGuffin already, before the roof collapses. Yeah. Joulupukki is in Finland. It is. I never actually add the orange juice to my screwdrivers. Priorities. Hey, some like a virgin screwdriver, other likes a less fruity screwdriver. It's personal preferences. That's Santa Claus in Finland. Lukkipukki. Joulupukki. Joulupukki. I'm just saying Finnish people are weird people. It's like the South Carolina of the Scandinavias. My dad would send me to the liquor store at 3 years old to buy his vodka for his screwdrivers. I was young. I don't think I started shopping on my own till I was like 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, in Norwegian it's julenissen. In Danish it's julemanden. In Swedish it's we are not allowed to have happiness, so we don't celebrate Christmas. Well, that's a gnome. That's the tomte. Oh yeah, in Danish that'll be the julenisse as well. If that's what you're looking for. Sorry, I didn't read all of it. There's nothing wrong with South Carolina. No, my favorite zoo in the world is from South Carolina. Everything I know is based on what she has told me. And she said families are really close in South Carolina. And it seems the same in Finland. I'm just saying. I'm Scottish living in Sweden. It's weird. It is a weird place. It's a really weird place. I try. I love your Swedish accent. It's the one I hate the most in the world. That's why I can do it. Not allowed in liquor stores here in Canada until 19 years of age. Technically, in Denmark, you can't buy anything other than beers from your 16 till you're 18, and then you can finally get the good stuff. But back in the day, I've been sent to the store with a note and came home with a case of beer on my bike when I was 8-9 years old. That was absolutely fine. They knew we weren't drinking it. Well, we only drank some of them, but yeah. Julovanna in Estonia. That's funny that Finnish and the Baltics have a lot of the same words, or the same. It's kind of the same language. No, it wasn't that long ago. Then we became full commie, and now we can't do it anymore. Cigarettes, yes, cigarettes. You could pick that up as well. And now they do all these. We're going to send someone in who's just a year too young, and then this young person who works at the store doesn't check their ID, and they get a crazy fine on. I think the fine is like $7,000-8,000 if they sell to underage people. I call it entrapment, that the police send in someone who is underage to buy something, but that's legal. I want to move to Southwest Tennessee, close to Atlanta to be close to my oldest child and my oldest grandchild. The youngest is in North Carolina, and I do not like it there. I like Tennessee. The parts I've seen, I've only been to Knoxville and Sevierville, that area, Gatlinburg, but I really like it. My biggest problem is it's landlocked, and I would probably miss the sea at some point. But you have the mighty Mississippi, and you can go look at that. But I really like Tennessee. If I won the big lottery ticket, I would love to have a house I can go there because the weather is pretty good. It's really changing, so you don't get bored like you do in the Texas and Arizona and stuff like that. And I like the mountains. I like the people. I like that area. So yeah. And Courtney 5052, love my daily baker and chat, especially Sue. Oh, you're a Sue believer. It's only Estonia. Estonia is a Euro-Finnic based language, while Latvia and Lithuanian are Eastern European based. I thought all three of them. I used to watch a streamer who he worked in Estonia. I think he was Russian, but when he went to Finland and stuff like that, he could speak the languages. So he must have, maybe he's from like, what is it, Kaliningrad or something. So he had the basics. I couldn't live where I can't see the water from my house. I can't see the water from my house right now, but I can go 3 kilometers and I have the sea there. In Tennessee, the land taxes are low. Well, I like low taxes. That's why I live in a communist country. Hey, Money, you are always able to come in 2 minutes before we end the streams. You need to put on your notifications or follow me on the Twittwat or follow me on the Discord, because you always come in and say, hey, what's going on? And I'm saying, and thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day. I don't know how you do it. It's a special skill. You hit it every damn time. What's a kilometer? It's the only reasonable way to measure distance in tens. It's not like, well, I have a foot that's 3 inches and then I have a mile that's 42 feet. No. You just does it up by 10. Well, I'm going to send you all over to Masa Media because he is having Brother Council, Emily C., and more wonderful guests on. I'm sorry, ladies, that I'm such a creep. To the 200 to 300 of you who didn't want the pictures, I'm so sorry I sent them. If there's anyone out there, contact one of the mods, get on the sign-up sheet, and we'll figure it out. And yes, idiots, this is a joke as well. I am the one who says, stop sending dick pics to women. They don't care about it. They'll say, oh, daddy, it's so big. But it's just because they have to say that. Women are not visually pleased like men. Boobies for men is something different than seeing a peen. They might want to see what they have to work with, but still, unless it's formed like a prime salami or you really have to zoom in to see it, they'll be happy as long if you can get the pants off them. You're probably okay no matter the size of it, especially if it's a one night stand. So weirdos, no, I don't send dick pics to anyone. It's called jokes, and like dicks, sometimes they're hard to take, but you gotta learn how to do it.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause and think about the jury.